Hey guys, what is up? My name is Foxy from 9, and today we are talking about the Foxy is a good guy theory. Now, I always thought this theory was kind of absurd, to be honest, and I never liked it because I always thought that it was created by Foxy fans to protect Foxy, to make him seem like he isn't as bad as all the other animatronics. Now, Miffed Crew, if you want to click on his video link right here, has recently made a video, and he has supplied some quite valuable evidence to support the fact that Foxy is a good guy. So I just want to tell you my opinions on this theory, because I've actually thought about this a while now. I mean, I've thought about it a lot lately, and I never really was sure which side I was on, because, I used to think that it was created by Foxy fans to protect Foxy. That is until last week. Now, in December of 2014, Gravy, if you didn't know, he's the one who played Five Nights at Freddy's before I had an incident and had to delete a lot of my videos. And sadly, those videos were deleted as well, so Gravy actually has been featured on this channel, but sadly not here anymore because I had to delete those videos. So anyway, he said that he believed in the Foxy is a good guy theory, so I always assumed that he was just another Foxy fan. That is until last week when I asked him, hey, what's your favorite animatronic? It's Foxy, isn't it? And then he surprised me. He said no, as if he were appalled that I would even think that. And then he said, Freddy is my favorite. Don't ask me why, I don't know, everyone has their opinions. And then, ever since then, I thought, hey, either Gravy is brilliant. I mean, there's no way that he could have just believed this theory, just out of the blue, because people said it was a theory. So I started looking at evidence, and Miffed Crew, has some valuable evidence that would lead me to believe why one would actually believe in this theory, and I no longer believe it is a bad theory. It's actually a legitimately good theory. So, I just want to clear up one thing now. In the beginning of Miffed's video, he said, that some people said that Foxy is giving you a hug in the second game. Sorry, Miff, that was no one ever believed that. That was an internet joke. So, yeah. In Five Nights at Freddy's 2, he does leap at you and basically envelop your face with his jaw. So I'd say that just about as fatal to anyone. So, because of that, Foxy in the second game has me convinced that he is not a good guy. Miffed did say that, when you have the Freddy mask on, Foxy might be trying to protect you because he thinks that the Freddy mask, is one of the animatronics trying to attack you. That's I sort of have problems with, because what about if you had the Freddy mask off? I mean, he still kills you if you have the Freddy mask off. The only way that you can prevent him from coming there is if you shine your flashlight at him. Now, one of my friends also suggested that Foxy, could have changed his ways after Five Nights at Freddy's 2, since it is a prequel. And I thought that idea, so my first thought was, oh come on, they're robots. And then it hit me. Thing is, they aren't. At least not in the first game. In the second game, they are. But in the first game, they're haunted by children. That's because, the children possessed the animatronics after the second game. So they could have easily changed their ways, because, robots have certain programming, so they are programmed to kill the Night Guard. So they cannot differ from that programming. It isn't like Terminator, where they just try to take over the world. That is physically impossible to happen unless there was an error in the programming that told the Terminator to take over the world or something like that. So it's physically impossible for that to happen unless some sort of poltergeist haunts them. So that could be completely plausible that Foxy changed his ways. And I'd like you to compare Foxy to the other animatronics. Notice how withered he is compared to the others, and just how skinny he is, and how basically just his size and his appearance differs so much from the other three. Now, from all that we know, the child that he is possessed by could be a good-natured child, unlike the other three. Now this could be completely plausible, except for one thing. When Foxy charges into your room, some people say he leans in just to check on you, and then his voice box malfunctions and activates. Now, that could be a coincidence, but to happen every single time you die from Foxy, every single time that Foxy runs into your room, for it to happen every single time, it kind of happens too many times to be a coincidence anymore. And plus, that scream is not a robotic-generated scream. That is extremely high quality for that time, which is in the early 1990s. So there's no way that a robot from that time could have made that realistic as a scream. Now this sounds more like some sort of ghost banshee scream. And that is plausible as well, because they are haunted. So this sounds like the child screaming at you and trying to kill you. Now, so Foxy, kind of the same as all the other animatronics. So, my final thought on this theory, the Foxy's good guy theory, is true. Yes, you did not hear me wrong. The Foxy's good guy theory is true. Now, all these animatronics want is freedom. And a lot of people have speculated that the jump scare from the second game actually says freedom in it. Now we know why. Now we know that it says freedom because they are trying to seek freedom, as we saw in the good ending and the bad ending in the third game. In one of those endings, in the bad ending, these souls are still inside of the animatronic heads. They have not escaped. They are still trapped in their prison, their robotic prison. They want to escape into the afterlife. So, in the good ending, that's exactly what happens. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it meaningful. If you agree with me, be sure to leave a like down below. And that is basically it for today, everyone, and I will see you next time.